Welcome in, everybody. We're going to get started with the Eastern European DPC Division 2 once again. And to start off with, we have a bit of an interesting matchup to come up here. It is going to be NAVI versus NAVI Junior, both teams in Division 2. And we'll see just who's going to be taking the top spot here in this little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a civil war, I think, between the two teams. NAVI, obviously, they've already played one series. They got themselves in a good spot coming through. First series of the division as well, coming through against Sibe 2-0. Longer matches than I was expecting. 48 minutes, 34 minutes there against Sibe. Especially that first one. Sibe had a good start to both matches as well, but Navi were able to pull it back in the end. And I wonder if Navi Junior, if they're both going to be scrimming against each other, if there's going to be a little bit more information there between the two teams. So maybe we see some bans that, both teams prioritizing the stronger picks. And like I say, with a little bit more information, insider information, maybe they know what each other might be looking to draft. So we'll see if Navi Junior might be able to cause an upset over the senior team here on the side of Navi. We are going to have, if we take a look, Shigetsu, Melju, Malik, Danielle, and Mari. Like I say, they already played up against Team Sibe on 2 days ago. On the 6th, we're able to take it 2-0. Meanwhile, the side of Navi Junior, it's going to be Got the Juice, Raymond, PMA, Days, and Riddies. They've only played recently in third-party tournaments, haven't played in the DPC just yet. So they're going to be able to get themselves off the mark. Coming up against Wildcard Gaming in a third-party tournament. Techie's picks, Underlord as well. The Keeper of Lights, Crystal Maidens, Mars's. Mars, not the strongest hero, I don't think, in the meta at the minute, but it does seem like they do like to pick that hero. And we'll see just how that's going to be effective in here, because they did win up against Wildcard, but I do believe then they went up against, it was Keftami at the time, Team Sibe. It was a bit of a different story. 28 minutes in both games here. Navi Junior, just looking at the Mars, did come out again. Didn't seem to work. Terrorblades, Void Spirit, still Oracles, Beastmasters being picked up, but just weren't able to get the win there. So Sibe, as you were at Keftami at the time, were able to take that victory up against Navi Junior. So we'll see if they're going to be able to fight back here. Because again, if Sibe beats in Navi Junior and Navi beats Sibe, there should be, a bit of a obvious power structure there between the three teams, but we'll see if it's going to be more like a triangle, with Sibe beating Navi Juniors, who beats Navi, who beats Sibe, and we get kind of like that Fire Emblem triangle, weapons triangle coming out instead of just like a straight line in the power curve of these teams. And we'll be able to find out how that's going to go in about a minute. Like I say, we are going to be able to get ourselves into the draft soon. The second series of the day is going to be Team Sexy versus Moneymakers. Let me take a look at how that went last time, because, like I said, I think these two teams should be the ones with Team Storm and Navi pushing for promotion. Cybercats might be up there as well. I mean, I'm looking at all the teams in Division 2 here. I don't see like a massive, maybe apart from Navi, I don't really see a massive difference between all the teams. And that might just be because I've not seen enough of them to see the play, be able to rank them and structure them. But in the last tour, you're looking at Team Sexy versus Moneymakers. It was actually Team Sexy that took it 2-0 there on April the 18th. So let's take a look at how quickly they actually did that as well. 35 minutes, 40 minutes, so it was a 2-0. There wasn't a 2-1 in there. Team Sexy looked fairly... what were the kills and deaths? Was it just a bit of a drawn-out game? So 17-24 and 17-31. So yeah, there wasn't a massive difference between the two teams. It's not like one side was a stomp and it was just kind of like run over, and it just took them a little bit longer to finish off. But we'll see just how it's going to go today. If there's going to be some revenge coming out, or if it's just going to be following a similar pattern here. And yeah, again, I think those two teams are going to be the ones. If we take a look again at the table from the last DPC tour. So Team Sexy in third place. We had Moneymakers in fifth. Navi Junior's actually sitting in fourth. So maybe Navi are in for a bit of a surprise today, but obviously Navi not being in the division last tour, so they weren't actually playing up against Navi Junior. We'll see how that's going to go here today in a couple of minutes. Hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves into the draft soon. Just taking a look at the lobby. It looks like we're just waiting for some people to be ready. And then we'll be able to get ourselves into the draft of game number 1. But yeah, last time, so Namiga and Alekum Nihao both coming back down from Division 1. In the last tour, Namiga went 7-0, only dropped 3 games overall, 2 Moneymakers, 2 No Sorry, and 1 to Team Sexy as well. Alekum Nihao went 6-1, it was 12-6 for them in terms of games won and lost as well. They will both be coming back down, so we'll see them in the new season after TI in Division 2, and we'll see if they're going to make any changes as well. Coming into the new season, like I say, so probably towards the end of I don't have any information when the new season is going to start, like everybody else, probably predicting around December, like this season, coming into the new tours. We'll see again, Namiga as well as Alekum Nihao. It's just going to go for them, but yeah, no, look at the rest of the table. Team Sexy, Navi Junior, Moneymakers, Cybercats, all the ones to stay up. It was No Sorry and Team Sigma, YNT that went down last time. So we'll see if it's going to be similar again. Team Sexy, Moneymakers, Cybercats. With Team Storm and Navi being here, they might still be looking at mid-table, but that's why we play the games. We don't just simulate them, so we're going to see how that's going to go. We should be able to get ourselves into the draft pretty much now, as the Pango and the Magnus already being banned out. Something a little bit different, though, with the Pango first phase.
10 seconds
and again,
remaining.
probably these teams probably scrim against each other, so they probably know what everybody likes to draft.
Remaining.
Magnus, no real surprise there.
Dire team bad. Navi's
the Beastmaster goes, the Doom goes, so the Techies gets through, the Medusa gets through, the Pugna gets through. What else am I forgetting? The Venomancer, Enchantress, Storm Spirit as well. Yeah, so the Storm Pugna combination could come out here for either side if they want it. We'll see if Navi, if they're going to go for this first pick Medusa. As
5 seconds
say, that
remaining.
is available to them if that's what they want. Navi, just taking the time to think about it, going through all the normal time, just burning some of this reserve time down as well. So what's it going to be here for Navi? Yeah, usually, I mean, if the Medusa was banned here instead of the Doom, you know, I'd expect to maybe, like, instead of the Pango.
Team pick.
Yeah, this is what I expect. The Techies to come out, and then the Pugna Storm Spirit on the other side here for Navi Junior, seeing as that's still a full option. Or maybe even the Pugna Medusa. Just being able to keep this Medusa's health all the way up. And then maybe Navi go for the Silencer, just to try and interrupt that reverse drain coming out from the Pugna. We'll see how it's going to go. Silencers do seem to be... It's actually going to be the Batrider. I forgot about the Batrider. Is, again, another one of these Universal Heroes to show up from time to time in a collection of different roles as well. So what's it going to be? It's going to be the Timber. Timber early on as well for Navi Junior. So Navi. I think I'm just going to stick to Junior. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up calling both teams Navi, Navi. You know, Navi doing this, but Navi doing that. And Navi. Yeah, so the Timbersaur is going to be banned out. It's going to be picked up here. Usually ban out in the second phase because you do look to pick up a lot of the Universal Heroes. And Timbersaur does seem to be a good answer to the Universal Heroes at the minute, or at least he's having a good time in the current meta. So let's see, it is going to be the Medusa coming out here for Navi Elder, as the Anti-Mage is the just straight up, yeah, ban out. What else would we be looking at for the bans? Nyx, Darkseer are a couple of options here for Elder. As Junior.
10 seconds remaining.
What is the next ban here?
5 seconds remaining.
Trying to look at it effectively, I think you'd still want to ban out the Pugna. Even if the Techies is there, you know, you can put the Techies as a position 4. Yeah, no, Pugna makes way too much sense because the Storm Spirit is still there. Elder could still go for that on their side if they want to, and that gives the Pugna then a couple of options who he wants to keep alive with the reverse drain. Meanwhile, Elder probably want to ban out at least the Darkseer here, maybe even the Shadow Demon to come up against this Medusa.
5 seconds remaining.
So we'll see. Yeah, Darkseer gets banned out. It makes sense. The illusions are really powerful against the Medusa. If you're able to keep that Medusa locked down in the wall as well, just keep the illusion wall, well, the illusion wall illusions going, and proccing back onto Medusa. You know, turn the power right back on. with the
10
Shadow Demon as well. I've
seconds
seen that
remaining.
combination, the vacuum into the disruption. You drop the wall over the top, and then you
5
purge the
seconds
Medusa as
remaining.
well. Just slow her right down. So she's being attacked by 3-4 illusions of herself. With the normal punch coming out from the
turn to ban.
Dark Seer as well. Yeah, it looks like Junior just going to try and take all these mana boosters away. So, what else? Do they want to ban out the Storm Spirit? The Storm Spirit, the Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, all three of those Spirit Brothers
10
still, though. We've
seconds
even seen a
remaining.
couple of Earth Spirits being picked up recently as well.
5 seconds remaining.
And I wonder if Elder... Do they want to ban out the Shadow Demon? Maybe the Nyx Assassin here?
Dire team ban.
Actually ban out the Nargasaran Diffusal Blade Builder. If he wants to. You know, the illusions... yeah, maybe the Junior here might look towards something like the Phantom Lancer as well, just to try and overwhelm the Medusa. Coming into the very late game, I think the Phantom Lancer, as long as he's got like the heart coming out, maybe Satanic there as well, he might just have the Aura
5
Skadi.
seconds remaining.
Just to build up that extra health. I think he might just have the advantage over the Medusa. But then we might see the Medusa mid's first item Rapier coming out here from Elder. That was popular a few days ago on Reddit. You know, never rule it out. Never, ever rule it out. As... What a Junior. What else do you want to be banning? I wouldn't be surprised to see something like the Storm Spirit being banned out, or maybe even the Void Spirit. Something that's going to have a lot of burst.
Navi's
Makes
turn to
sense.
pick.
As they go for the Queen of Pain. So it looks like it is going to be a support Bat Rider with the Timbersaw in the off lane, Queen of Pain in the mid lane. So you're looking at a position 5 here for Junior, as well as the carry to come up against the Medusa. We've been seeing a lot of Juggernaut recently as well that seems to be doing well against the
10
Medusa. So I'm
seconds
not saying it's
remaining.
the overwhelming answer. You know, you see a Medusa just instantly pick up the Juggernaut, but it seems to be
5
having a good
seconds
time.
remaining.
So we'll see here, Elder, what they want to be picking up in the mid lane up against the Queen of
Navi's
Pain.
turn to pick.
Ember Spirit.
Okay, going to be the Ember Spirit. We'll take some harass early on here from the co-op. Obviously just being that melee hero, but does get some guard coming through from the Flame Guard here. So the Shadow Strike
10
as well as the
seconds
Scream coming through
remaining.
from the Queen of Pain. It
5
might
seconds
be enough to
remaining.
let the Ember Spirit, you know, not fall behind in farm, be able to get some good, quick items up there. And then as soon as you've got level 6, or maybe even level 7, just look for side lane rotations. Look to pick off the Bat Rider. Look to pick off the potential carry coming out here for
Dire
Junior.
team pick.
Go for the Venomancer as well. Okay, so... Oh. Is that an off-lane Veno? Or are we going to be seeing the position 5
10
Venomancer, the
seconds
position
remaining.
4 Techies coming out here? Because the Techies Venomancer lane, it's
5
pretty
seconds
squishy,
remaining.
but it puts out a whole load of slows, a whole lot of harass as well. And it's really hard for like a melee carry to walk into because you're constantly being sticky bombed or venomous galed with a poison sting. And yeah, something like the Jug or the Ursa might suffer. In fact, I know for a fact if the Jug or the Ursa comes out here, especially the Ursa, he does seem to suffer in the lane up against this Venomancer. So I wonder if Junior, do they want to go for this? Well, they've already got the Lich out, so do they want to go for a Slark pick here? Bloodseeker is another hero that we're seeing more and more of and seems to be left in here. So I wonder if Elder, do they want to ban out the Juggernaut, the
10
Ursa, or the
seconds remaining.
Bloodseeker coming through into this next phase? Because only a carry hero left here for the side of Junior.
5 seconds remaining.
And Slark, big fan of the Diffusal Blade. Jug, Ursa, more to the Battle Fury builds. We could even see like a Terrorblade coming out from a distance. With the meta, the illusions coming out as well, trying to overwhelm the damage onto the Medusa.
Dire
Same thing with the
team
Phantom
ban.
Lancer, so it is going to be the Monkey King ban.
Navi's turn to ban.
As Junior think this is going to be the position, well, the support Venomancer. So banning out the Tide. Yeah, Tide, again, has a decent building with the Gush to slow down. That goes well with the Venomous Scale, the Poison Sting. They ban out the Slark, so your Navi banning, or, excuse me, Elder banning out the Slark.
Navi's turn
So let's see what it's going to be. The Underlord is the final ban here from Junior. Elder, what's the offlaner gonna be?
10 seconds remaining.
Just trying to
5
look.
seconds
I mean, the
remaining.
Doom's been banned out. Yeah, we're seeing the Underlord being taken away, the Beastmaster being taken away by Junior themselves, and the Darkseer. Would you want to go for... Let's actually take a look at the hero list, see what is left. For the offlane, I mean, Mars, they've picked... I suppose actually Junior was picking up the Mars. Centaur is still available as well. ET might not be awful. Actually, the Legion Commander wouldn't be a bad shout here. With the Bat Rider being here, you'll be able to get that Purge off. Some great dual potential getting onto the Lich or the Bat Rider itself. A decent amount of damage to come through with the Techies. With the Blast Off, the Sticky Bombs, Proxy Mine. So that's a lot of burst that could go well with the LC. What else have we got? Have we got any break builders for maybe if like a Bristleback comes out? The Bristleback isn't seeing a lot of play at the minute.
Eso no lo vi venir.
So let's see, 24 seconds, and Elder taking a lot of time to think about this final pick. I wouldn't hate, I know you could be picking blind into whatever carry comes out here for Junior, but I really wouldn't hate the LC. They're going to go for the Ogre Magi, though. Okay. We're going to get a bit of a... well, it's being played in the Major by Collapse. Yeah, so Harpoons and Vanguards, Crimson Guards comes out for this Ogre, and then you just build up straight tank. You just go full tank here on the Ogre Magi, and we'll see how well it's going to work.
5 seconds remaining.
Strength hero now, not an hero as well, so you do get, it is going to be the Juggernaut as well for Junior. Yeah, whichever way this is going to go. So Shigetsu on the Medusa, got the Juice on the Juggernaut, Riddy's on the Lich now, Raymond on the Queen of Pain. In the mid lane, PMA, Timbersaw, and Dave's on this Bat Rider. Meanwhile, it's going to be Malik on the Ogre Magi. So Maldy and Danielle, so what, position 5 Venomancer, position 4 Techies. With Meljul on the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. But yeah, the Ogre Magi, a bit of a throwback to the Major, and then didn't really see it again after that. At least I didn't, but I wasn't able to catch all of the DPC, Division 1. So yeah, you go for the Harpoon comes out, early Vanguard as well. In fact, I've seen players just straight up not buy anything until they can get onto the lane and get that gold for the Ring of Health. No branches, no wand, no stick, no boots, nothing like that. You just straight up wait until you've got the gold for the Ring of Health, and then you go into that. Tangos, salves, mangoes, no, never mind. They are going out the window until you've got that gold for the Ring of Health. And then you start to use straight up into the Vanguard. You get yourself the mana boots to come out. If you want to, you can build into the Greaves. Power Treads are quite nice as well for the extra strength gain. But we'll find out how that's going to go after we take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Battle.
Through anger lies failure.
So, let's just take a quick look here, a quick looky-look at the Ogre's items as we take a look at the odds as well. It seems like Elder are coming out in front. Yeah, it's going to be 1.2 to a 3.8, so yeah, we're taking a look at those odds, and we're maybe swinging in favor of the Elders. I mean, you've got to respect your Elders. But Malik actually buying up items here on the Ogre Magi. Gonna go for the double gauntlets of strength, just for some early start. The blood grenade as well for the Ogre, but it's still gonna be the off lane. So we'll see if this rotation coming through from the side of Junior, if this is something that Navi Elder aren't gonna be aware of here. Well, Marty spots out the back. Might have seen that ward now as well. They get the ping out onto Malady. Malady coming up onto the high ground. Frost Blast to slow him down, but it might be a 5v5 here now as well. The Flame Break to get the pushback as well. Spin comes out from Got the Juice. They might be able to get this kill onto. They do. They take down Malady. Malady's going to go down first, but it looks like Malik does he get himself away from this when the scream comes out. PMA. They'll be able to get another kill. Riddy's will fall to Shigetsu, but Days on the Bat Rider gets the first kill there. PMA going to be able to pick one up as well. So, well, we saw the odds, but Elder
The battle begins.
not going to be aware of that. Maybe it didn't come out in the scrims, any practice. Maybe the big stacks of paper didn't account for any level 1 5v5 ganks, and Navi Jr., they come out here with, it's going to be the 2 bounty runes, for the 2 bounty runes.
6 feet down.
And 2 kills as well. Shigetsu did get a kill, so that should be the Sage's Mask. In fact, Daze could be in some trouble here now as well. On the bottom lane, this Batrider. Let's take a look at Meladule in the mid lane coming up against Raymond.
Have been denied.
But, yeah, again, the Flame Guard comes out. He's still going to be taking some right-click damage. Queen of Pain has a really good animation here. The damage coming out as well. 59 damage to come through from the Queen of Pain. So Ember Spirit will be taking some harass in this mid lane. Flame Guard's down, so the Scream can do damage here to Meladule. Meladule, not the healthiest hero in the game at the minute. The Queen of Pain, oh, Slide of Fist. Dodges off that Scream. Yeah, the Queen a little bit closer to the bottle, about 20 gold away to the 80 here of the Ember Spirit. But the Ember Spirit's just going to run down here with a Flame Guard, level 2. So the Slide of Fist into that Flame Guard here, and Raymond will be taking some damage right back from the Ember Spirit in this mid lane. And we'll keep an eye on that one, see how that's going to go. The Queen of Pain has that bottle coming out now on the Courier. Top lane, Sticky Bombs will start to fly through. Riddies, yeah, he's got to be worried about the harass coming through because he's not the tankiest hero in the world. And Ogre Magi being able to throw out these Fire Blasts, the Ignites as well, onto the Lich, might just be able to melt Riddies here in the lane. As Techies, you've got to remember, Techies being a universal hero, so his damage is going to increase. And again, I've said it time and time again, this Techies into the mid to late game, depending on what items he's got out, you've seen a position 4, position 5 Techies hitting for about 200 damage. How's Daze looking? In the lane, Marty was going to try and get the D-Ward off on the camp. It looks like Marty was able to block it. And that's kind of the thing as well. Once Venomancer hits level 3, maybe potential level 4, he's going to have the Plague Wards that he can drop, so he doesn't even need to commit resources from the Observer Wards, from the Sentries to block it. If he just gets those Plague Wards down here as Daze, going to be slowed down by the Snake as well as that Venomous Gale. So going to be taking some damage from the Poison Sting, Venomous Gale here as well. But Batrider, he's not going to be too worried, I say, with a question mark as the Flame Break comes back here. Shigetsu is going to be close to out of mana now as well. The Flame Break into the Firefly comes through. Shigetsu could get himself away from this one, but it looks like Daze has to try and run himself away. He's going to get low as well. PMA, he gets the deny on the Batrider. Shigetsu will be able to get away with his life. Sage's Mask in hand as well as a couple of mangoes just in case he needs it, but quick thinking there between the two heroes on the side of Junior. Able to get the deny off there. Bit of lag coming out. I mean, surely they're playing in the same room right next to each other. These two teams, but yeah. A little bit of lag for Junior. Hopefully it won't be a massive thing. It'll be sorted soon. Maybe just a quick reconnect. You know, obviously someone's got like a Street Fighter or a Diablo update in the background. Just trying to do it while this game's going. Riddies, again, taking damage to Raymond. He has to run himself back behind this tier 1 tower. Meladule is starting to actually get harassed, able to do a lot of harass to the Queen of Pain now as well. We'll see where he's going to go. It looks like he's going to try and steal this, the 2.
Never refuse.
No, just the 1. Okay, Sharon is Karen, I guess. Maybe, surely if you walk up, you see the other bounty rune as well. I don't know. I cannot fathom what goes on in pro players' minds. Maybe he's just saving it until the point where... Is that just a bug? That's just a bug. There's no way that's just... Because I mean, we're only 3 minutes in. Everybody else got the... It's just a bug. There's Malik. Gonna throw it back again. Really, he's taking a lot of damage here. Daniel, level 2, doesn't actually have the mana for the blast off, but does have a mango. Take a look, bottom lane, PMA is going to be taking a lot of damage down as well. Marty, does he want to come in? The poison sting's coming out onto PMA. PMA taking a lot of damage here in this lane, but if you got close to taking down again, the distance between the two teams means that Daze might have been able to go for that deny here onto PMA. PMA, we get a pause. As the Batrider has disconnected. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit funny that it looks like he's in the timeout corner. Just facing away against that tree while PMA is taking all of this harass.
Oh, you see this, you see? Oh, what I wanted.
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be taking it too hard, as Timber saw. Already got that Ring of Health here. Close to the full Vanguard, about 400 gold away, is the... Yeah, Ogre Magi, pretty much in the same boat. He's got himself the Ring of Health, but it looks like he's going to go for the Mana Boots first on the Ogre. And then go into the Vanguard afterwards. I suppose that's fine. He's not taking too much rash here, PMA. He's going to be able to get himself away, though. The right clicks come through. There's going to be the Flame Break into the Firefly here. Malady, he might just be run dodge before the Blood Grenade comes out as well. Malady's going to get low, but so will Daze. Timber Chain comes in. The Whirling Death. PMA does get the kill. Now she gets too low on mana. Has that Mystic Snake up if he needs it. Should be able to bounce it around. Level 2 there as well. So, PMA just having to play it safe, away from his creep wave, excuse me. Top lane, Riddies again! Daniel gets a kill. Good amount of damage coming through from the blast of the sticky bomb. Didn't even need the blast off there, it doesn't look like, onto Daniel. And we'll see if he gets an early point in the taser, just to try and mess with Juice. I suppose Juice has the spin, so it's not awful, even if he does get disarmed. But yeah, the taser's quite nice, because I suppose, actually, Junior aren't really getting aggressive on this offlane. So Techies has no reason to try and maybe need to fear and, you know, put a point into that taser to try and keep himself alive. Because at the moment, the Ogre Magi and the Techies, the ones doing overwhelming damage here in this lane, and you can see that Riddies, he's already suffered once for it, twice even. Well, I suppose that was actually the 5v5 fight. No, it wasn't a bug. It was not a bug. The Ember Spirit just didn't pick up the other bounty rune. As Daniel does take it away here. Okay. Sometimes it does happen where you get 2 bounty runes on the screen, but the players only see 1 because they've already picked one up and it is a bug. But it looks like 1 was left, and now the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. Steering Chains come out here onto Raymond. Raymond is going to be able to get himself away. The Techies, he wasn't close enough, and it looks like, well, Melojul, he was just protecting this rune. So Melojul's going to be able to get himself the haste rune. Marwell, this is going on the top lane. Malik's going to be taking a lot of damage here, as Riddies will be able to get some revenge, get himself that kill, and then get himself towards that Lotus Fruit on the pool on the side lane, or the side of the lane. Techies, does he actually get in range to get... He does. He takes down Juice's courier. So, well, he loses the Ogre, but gets a little bit of revenge here as Daze gets chased down on the bottom lane. The Snake, is it going to be enough damage here? One more right click. Mali gets it with, I think... Let me take a look at what the last tick of damage there was. It was the Blood Grenade and the Poison Sting there that finished the job up against the Bat Rider. And this means that the Venomancer, they got this kill now. Navi Elder should be able to get both of these Wisdom Runes, even though the Bat Rider's TPing in. 1 second away here. Malady comes out. Flame Break, can he get himself in range? He can't. And now Malady's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to go for the TP. And Daze, only level 3. No way to break that TP. Flame Break, even if he hadn't just used it, doesn't break it anymore. No lasso, only level 3 on the Bat Rider.
I can press my buyback.
So, yeah, both Wisdom Runes go on the way of Elder here in this Navi team building exercise
Been denied.
between the 2 divisions. Bottom lane though, there's going to be Maldy once again going to get low to Daze. This Firefly coming through. Maldy might just go down here. PMA is going to try and catch up. He's going to be slowed down. Daniel rotates in. The blast off comes through. It doesn't connect. And he will be able to get the kill onto Maldy. Daze going to get himself away with the sticky bomb going as well. Daniel's going to be able to get some immediate revenge, but instantly PMA takes him down. And ain't nothing you can do with the amount of damage coming through there from the Timbersaw, because once you get low, that Techies, he's already used the blast off. No taser picked up, and it probably wouldn't have mattered anyway here as Malik on the top lane, trying to get the chase down until got the juice. Melojul though, coming back in the lane, he's got himself a shield rune here on this Ember Spirit as well. Level 7. Net worth-wise, playing second on that wall. The Queen of Pain suffering a little bit, and you can see that the aggressive posturing coming out from the Ember Spirit, he's able to put Raymond on the back foot. Raymond going towards the power treads here, while it looks like Ember Spirit already got those phase boots flying out to him. Yeah, the chainmail on the courier already here, so the net worth difference about 900 between the 2 heroes. Malik gonna get aggressive, and Riddy's gonna be forced back. Yeah, you can see that the Ignite coming out here onto the Lich. As soon as that happens, he just has to run himself back. How is the Ogre looking in terms of items? Going to be going towards the Hand of Midas. Did he not? He didn't actually go full Vanguard either. It's not on his career. Yeah, no, he just didn't pick that one up. He went for the mana boots. Now top lane, though, there is going to be a rundown onto Malik. Malik, can he get himself away from this one? 4 heroes trying to put the pressure. The Sonic Wave comes out, gets the kill. But now with the rotation of Meljo, he's going to be able to get the double searing chains. Sticky Bomb comes out as well. Riddies will go down. Got the juice, going to try and spin himself away for the win. Daze gets a Lotus Fruit. He's just going to try and take the Spirit victory here as Daze will go down. One more slide of face. 3 seconds away, searing chains. Meljo will be able to get himself a double kill.
Fails to see.
And fight recap, they lost 2 supports, but they get the kill onto Malik. As Malik comes right back to this top lane now. Yeah, PMA taking damage on the bottom lane as well. It was a 4-hero commitment rotation to be able to get that kill as well. So PMA is going to suffer a little bit here on the bottom lane. Malady doesn't look like he was in range to get that twin gate rotation towards. I mean, because he was pushed up to the Dire tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the Jack was coming out front with the Radiant tier 1 tower on the top lane. Yo, it would have taken him so long here, Malady, with just brown boots to get back to the twin gate. And then twin gate, you know, rotation, he might have put himself in a bad position as well. So Venomancer, yeah, for now, just looking to get harassing PMA. Gonna struggle a little bit. For the rotation back with the Bat Rider. Some protection as Raymond. What can they do in the mid lane here? This Ember Spirit up against the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain again, suffering just a little bit at the hands of the Ember Spirit. So they've rotated the Lich Changes for some protection in case Meljo tries to get aggressive. Slider Fist comes out. Yeah, Lich going to be spotted out now as well. So it looks like Meljo, I don't know, even with this illusion rune, is it going to be enough? Fortification comes out, and there's going to be the catapult here as well, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to take down this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Maybe if Meljo and his illusions keep tanking this one. Bottom lane, though. PMA, Malady going to be able to use his ultimate. Daisies is still only level 5. They get the kill onto Malady with PMA. As the Noxious Goo spreads. Noxious Plague, excuse me. From PMA to Daze, but yeah, the tier 1 tower goes down as well. The catapult as well as the Meljo illusions creep wave were enough to get the kill into the tier 1 tower. So Meljo wants to carry on going while he's got this catapult. Searing Chains comes out, but Meljo got a ramp to jump himself away. 2 Techies rotating on the back lines. Daniel. Do they want to go for this here now as well? I mean, Daze is going to be level 6, so if you can get in range. Has his ultimate now as well with that lasso. Raymond taking some damage. Daniel, he was wiggling. He had that cat wiggle going, but didn't actually fully commit into the blast off. So the supports now. Moving into the mid lane. It looks like they're just trying to take these pressure off the side lane. So maybe give some space over to Shigetsu, over to Malik as well. On the Ogre. As Meljo. I mean, with this rotation, you're either forcing the supports to get aggressive somewhere, either on the side lanes while your mid lane gets pushed in, or on the mid lane to try and protect the pressure being put onto the tier 2 tower. So it looks like Shigetsu's going to back himself away. Not aware where these supports are. Doesn't want to overcommit in the lane. Meanwhile, Malik's pushing right up to this tier 1 tower, and in fact, he might just take it here as well. And we'll see just how it's going to go. Scan comes out. We'll see that somebody's down here. Won't say who, obviously. But this might be... I mean, I think it is already panic stations for Shigetsu, as Malik will be able to take this tier 1 tower on the top lane.
Dire's top tower has
Should be now. Yeah, Hand of Midas comes out for him just as he takes that tower down, so he completes onto the Midas. He'll be able to move himself in. Double cast right off the bat for Malik. I think this might be where he goes back for the Grand Vanguard, maybe even to a full Crimson Guard as well.
A tool to teach.
Daniel rotating down here. Meljo, they might be able to do something to PMA. PMA has already used that Timber Chain now as well. He's going to be low on mana. Do they get the kill? The Blaster comes through. Proxy Man goes down. Meljo gets the kill. Raymond, though, immediate revenge onto Malady in the river. Malady just being caught out. Wrong place, wrong time. Venomancer with no backup. Yeah, so Raymond as well as Daze. Lasso didn't even get used here now as well. Searing Chains comes out. Does the Bat Rider want to go for this now as well? Because Daze going to be pretty darn low. And it's trying to get himself away with the Piggy Pole. Meljo, point blank Remnant, but the Piggy Pole, it gets the Bat Rider away. And now Meljo going to be taking so much harass from Raymond. Daze to come back in. Sticky Bomb goes down here. Raymond going to be taking some damage from this. I think the Bat Rider, he was coming back in. Sees that Sticky Bomb flying out. And he's like, absolutely not. And then flies himself back out. So Shigetsu actually taking away this creep stack here in the dire triangle. Lasso comes out though. Ball gets used.
A sudden
And
burn.
it looks like the Ember Spirit was able to jump himself away to a remnant. So Invis Rune gets used here as well. Let's see what they're going to try and do with this. Melduel looking for the backstab. May actually looking for the stab. Oh, body blocks comes out. They have that sensual down now as well. Melduel, they're going to be just right in range here. No Sonic Wave being committed. Didn't have the mana for it. Potentially looking for the kill onto Melduel there. If he'd have had a little bit more mana, Queen of Pain probably blows up Melduel there. Out of remnants. Slide Fist was already used. But as it stands, Melduel able to walk himself away. And what's he got item-wise? Yeah, Arcane Ring, but just he wasn't able to get the mana out for the Sonic Wave. There's Juice. Let's check in with the Juggernaut, actually. We've not really taken a look at what he's built. Going towards that Battle Fury coming up. Net worth. He's still going to be about 2,000 gold behind the Shigetsu on this Medusa. Hell, even the Ogre Magi catching up here to the Juggernaut, and you look at that's going to be the Hand of Midas here on the Jug. Excuse me, on the Ogre, while the Battle Fury comes out on the Jug. So, Ogre, he's going to be able to keep pace with this Battle Fury Juggernaut just because of the Hand of Midas. And it's going to be a pipe right off the bat here from Malik, so it's not going to be the Vanguard Crimson Guard coming out. A lot of magic damage onto Junior, so Elder, they do value that pipe a little bit more. Shigetsu could be in trouble though, pops the Stone Gaze. Everybody going to turn themselves away. Malik's going to come in now as well, blast off onto the Lich. Lich, he might go down here. Daniel taking a lot of damage, but Taser, it will come through. Disarm onto PMA, but he's going to be able to get himself away with the Timber Chain. Fat Rider might not be so lucky. They still get the kill. Surely they get the last right click as well. Shigetsu gets the kill. They trade off the techies for PMA as well as Riddies as well as Days. You're going to take that trade every day of the week if you're on Elder. Yeah, the Medusa, how many kills did the Medusa get there? If we take a look at the damage breakdown, even the Techies as well as Medusa doing 3k damage between them. But Shigetsu, okay, Daniel got the kill onto Riddies, Malik got the kill onto PMA, and Shigetsu got the kill onto Days. So, a bit of an even spread there between the kills as Shigetsu just continues to farm. Pipe out for the Ogre. Shigetsu, what does he want? Straight up Butterfly. Straight up Butterfly for the Medusa. After the Manta Cell coming out, so you've got a Purge there. Oh, excuse me, you've got a Dispel on the Medusa. And then straight up into the Butterfly to try and avoid the right-click damage coming out from the Jug if the Jug tries to get aggressive. And again, you look at the Juggernaut, he's going to be about 2,000 gold behind still, going straight towards that Diffuser Blade after the Battle Fury here. Shigetsu looking to put the Harass onto this T2. So how far away is this Medusa from the Butterfly? Excuse me, bit of hiccups. About 900 goals, Medusa, so getting really close to this Butterfly already. Eagle Song was 17 minutes in. And Shigetsu is rocking 10k net worth. Daniel, what does he want? It's going to be the Glimmer Cape for the techies. Marty going to nothing yet, as the Soul Crest did just come out. Riddy's going to be slowed down now as well. Pavis out for the Lich.
Dire's top tower is under
Meljul
attack.
on the Ember Spirit.
Dire's
Maelstrom is
structures
there.
are
Going towards a... I wonder if he's going towards a Heaven Talbot. Or is he just... No, he's already got himself a Kai, so it's going to be the Sanj card to come out for the Ember Spirit.
Radiant structures are
Queen of Pain. Yeah, Sanj card to come out for the Quap as well after this Falcon's Blade. They'll like say Diffuser Blade. No, he's actually changed his mind. So it's going to be the Sanj and Yasha to come out for the Juggernaut.
Is under attack.
But potentially Bongo boots. He's already got the drums. He's already got the regen boots as well. Odds-wise, not a massive shift between the two. 1.2 on Navi, 3.8 onto Junior. So yeah, no major change since the start of the game. 10 to 10, 7k net worth lead as well for the side of Elder. PMA, how's PMA looking? He's got himself this Vanguard going towards, he's got himself the Kaya as well, but Elder, they're going to be rocking themselves right into this Roche Pit. And it doesn't look like Junior are going to be able to see this one or even know this one's happening. No wards around. They're not going to be scanning this one. Not spotting it out as Meljul just rotates back into the mid lane. Maybe to say that, oh, we're not in the Roche Pit. You know, we're just in the jungle. Try and find us. Roshan, he's going to get pretty darn low. Ember Spirit in the mid lane there as well. If they actually had any info at all to say this Roshan's happening, that Ember Spirit would, I assume, be targeted down. Do a Bat Rider rotation in, you get the lasso, you get a rotation coming out from the Lich with the Sinister Gaze to lock him down even more. But as it stands, because he had no information on the side of Junior that Elder was doing the rush, that Ember Spirit was just able to play freely in the mid lane, underneath his tier 1 tower, with no gank attempt coming out from the side of Junior. As Juice are making a move over to where Malik is currently. Did he get a catch out here? Daze. Flame Break comes out. Does he have the Fire Blast? He does. He has that stun now as well. It's going to be the multicast as well, but Daze slowed down. Chain Frost bounces through, and Malik, with the damage coming through from Raymond, will be able to get the kill. Chain Frost just continues to bounce as well on the creeps. While this is going on, now Malik going to make his way over to the Wisdom Runes. In fact, does the Techies get one as well?
Radiant structures are fortified.
No, he doesn't. It looks like he was already taken, maybe. Regen for Raymond, so they're going to try and take down this tier 1 tower on the top line for the side of Elder here, Junior.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Radiant's
attack.
top tower has fallen.
While this is going on though, Shigetsu stepping up to put pressure onto the tier 2 on the bottom lane. Okay, so they lose a tier 1 tower. God the Juice will be able to take it down. That's quite nice here, because it looks like we're going to get Sanj and somethings. What's PMA going to go for? The Sanj and Kaya, yeah. So Kaya and Sanj, Sanj and Kaya's. Sanj and Yash is coming out. It looks like from pretty much everybody on the side of Navi
Bottom
Jr.
tower is under attack.
Or all 3 cores at least. But yeah, Shigetsu uncontested here, putting pressure.
Dire's bottom tower
11
has
power-up
fallen.
runes. Nearly double the amount from the Queen of Pain.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Medusa Butterfly is up. Again, Manta Style being used, going straight into the Silver Edge for the break. The break will be pretty nice. These illusions in the mid lane pushing out here. While it looks like the real Medusa wants to go for the Tormentor with the rest of his team. And it looks like Elder, they might be able to take this one. Oh, they've got the catch into the Batrider now as well. Batrider can get himself over this gate and far away before the Melojul gets the kill. Slider Fist comes out for Daze. He will be underneath that tier 3 tower. So the Tormentor goes down. Wisdom Rune picked up by the Juggernaut. Okay, so yeah, quick respawn on those. Daniel gets the Dire Wisdom Rune as well. So the Jug getting something from that. Radiant Tormentor, though, is still up. It looks like Junior not going to prioritize that. As who got the Tech? He's got the Aghanim Shard. So Techies being able to cast the reactive taser.
Radiant's middle tower
If
is under
Malik
attack.
runs in, if Shigetsu's under pressure. Even onto Melojul as well. If Melojul gets the timing right, quick dive in, Slider Fist, or a Remnant to get into the middle of the team. Taser comes out, gets that disarm off, gets the lockdown. As he do get the kill into Daniel, okay. Well,
Dire's
work for him there.
is under attack.
Oh, this is what I've always wanted. I'm so happy.
Dire's
Let's see,
structures are
Shigetsu.
fortified.
Again, tier 2 tower uncontested here as well. Plague Ward's doing the damage onto this tier 2.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And Medusa 2-0 and 5. How's got the juice doing? 0-0 and 5. A little bit of a difference here between the 2 carries. Well, it's about a 2,000 gold difference. About a third of the net worth difference overall as well. So let's see, Medusa. Chrysalis is already up. Going towards that Silver Edge. Like I say, he has the gold for most of it. Not all of it. Just needs to wait on the rest of the gold. No. What's the breakdown? Never mind. Yeah, he's still going to be about 1,000 gold away from completing it. But with this pressure being put onto the tier 3, and probably the racks afterwards, he could be there sooner rather than later. They've got themselves 47 seconds left on this Aegis here as well, this side of Elder. Shigetsu is just not stopping. The Hanamatis comes up from Malik, so he's going to get even more gold from this one. And yeah, it looks like with the Plague Wards, with Shigetsu just standing on the front lines with Malik and Melojul, they're going to get themselves a set of racks. 23 minutes into this one, Navi. I don't know if Junior is going to be able to stop Elder from pushing into this base. I mean, again, Aegis comes up in 23 seconds, so either he dies or he just walks himself away, gets the regen from it. They're actually going to pop this Aegis. So got the juice. He was down now as well. What can he do? Can he find this positioning onto the Medusa? The Medusa's got the stone gates if we want it now. Hold on, this like comes through. Sonic Wave nearly blowing up the Techies. Will blow up Malady in the backlines as well. Juggernaut trying to do what he can. Malik gonna get pretty darn low. That chain frost, the frost shield, trying to do what he can. Taser though does get cast. Juggernaut has got the lasso onto the Medusa. Medusa to reduce the stone gates now. Dades, will he go down? He will. She gets to fix up the kill. Raymond, if you have enough damage, where's that blast as well to come through from the Techies? The proxy mines, they're gonna finish the job. 4 heroes down for 2. and Elder might just go and finish the job right here and now. As it looks like the Medusa actually wants to go up onto the tier 3 on the high ground.
Dire's top
So-
tower is under attack.
Yeah, you lost 3, but an Aegis on the Medusa as well on the side of Elder. Meanwhile, Junior lose 4, 2 heroes, no buyback. This just opens up the entire base here for the side of Elder. And I wonder what Junior are going to be able to do against it, because it means it looks like this is a Silver Edge coming out from Medusa straight into the Skadi here as well for Shigetsu. Sitting on 400 health, so the stats from the Skadi are going to be nice. You know, this definitely wouldn't be the build if there was an Axe in the game, because Axe would just be able to cleave right through you. No strength items whatsoever for the Medusa. Just relying on the stats to come through from the wand, power treads, as well as the master style. But yeah, Medusa should be able to sell the Sage's Mask and pick up the first ultimate orb if Shigetsu wants to here.
Dire's courier has been killed.
And in fact, Marty even going to find Raymond's courier. So I don't think he bought anything out. No, Juggernaut, this is not where you want to be, bro. It's going to try and go for the TP out, but it's still going to be taking way too much damage. Yeah, Jugbud. That is just not the place to be. I mean, to be honest, if you're on the side of Junior, pretty much anywhere on this map now is not the place to be. As Raymond trying to do his best to push out this lane. But the Sticky Bombs, Danielle, going to cut the wave. Sticky Bombs into the proxy mines. Pretty much clears off a full creep wave with that. As Elder looking once again to take down this last tier 3 tower of the side of Junior. Shigetsu just putting the pressure onto the tier 3, standing his ground here on the front lines with Meljo as well as Malik. And yeah, they're going to go for the racks as well, and I don't think PMA with this Chakram into the Whirl and Death, if it's going to be enough to stop it here. Medusa's going to be about 1,000 gold away from having that full Skadi up. And even the Ember Spirit jumping ahead now of the Juggernaut. Jug was about 3,000 gold behind, in front of the Ogre before that base fight. And the Ogre, all of a sudden, all 3 cores on the side of Elder. They are absolutely spanking Junior here in game number 1.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Shigetsu, jump comes in, the lasso lockdown here onto the Medusa. Medusa turns it around, it doesn't have the stone gates for 8 seconds. It doesn't matter. GG is going to be called. Sonic Wave comes out, but Junior, they call GG after losing the Bat Rider, after losing PMA as well. And Navi, well, as far as it goes between the two teams here, Navi, Elder are the ones to come out with the victory in the first game. Game number 1 here between Junior and Elder. Looks like Elder experience trumps youth, at least for game number 1. And we'll see, taking a look at the scoreboards and the graphs, or at least I'll be taking a look at the scoreboards and the graphs. Yeah, got the juice 0, 2, and 7 on the Jug. Net worth was 14,000. Compare that to Shigetsu on the Medusa, 22,000, 6, 0, and 7. So no pressure really ever put onto this, put onto the Medusa. You've got Raymond in the mid lane here, 6, 1, and 3. On the Queen of Pain, up against Melgil, 4, 0, and 7 on the Ember Spirit. 15,000 net worth on the Ember Spirit compared to the 11,000 on Raymond. And it's kind of similar all through these, all through the matchups of the teams from the side of Elder versus Junior. The graph never, ever really swung in favor of the side of Junior either. Everything just started slowly climbing until that last base fight where it just shoots up in favor of Elder. Net worth, the same kind of thing. So that is game number 1 between the two Navi teams. We're going to be taking a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back with the second game between Elder and Junior after this one to see if Junior can fight back, or Elder, are they going to ground Junior, send them to their rooms, and take this one 2-0? We'll find out after this break.